So I'm here at the Kirstenbosch Botanical Garden, Gatehouse Lodge guest room number 2. Let's see, today is Friday. Yeah, that's right, Friday. I came in on Wednesday around 10:30 p.m. Got to the guest house probably about midnight, and took a day or so to unpack and get settled in. I met with Gigi and Dennis and went over to their place last night after going to a really nice screening of a movie called The Age of Stupid, which was really about climate change and the human folly of what we're doing to the planet. After that, we went to get Dennis and Gigi's house and had a late supper, soup and bread and cheese and nice wine. And I'm not quite on the time zone yet. I'm really suffering. I haven't been able to fall asleep until 3 in the morning, and I'm waking up around 9:30, and I really have to adjust to this time zone soon because Monday I have my first day in the field, and I'm going to go down to the Cape Peninsula near Nordhoek and actually meet with a guy who discovered a population of a plant, of a species of Hyabinkie that's actually new, and I'm going to be describing it as a new species. And I'm really anxious to see this new population and collect some tissue samples and host root samples. So I thought what I'd do this morning is give you a tour of my guest house, and I'll try to just kind of record some of the things from the day. So I'll start with this room. This is the kitchen. The guest house actually has a double door. It's a glass door and a metal grate, essentially, so it's double locked. I only lock it up at night or when I'm here by myself. And these are actually locked by skeleton keys, which is kind of a pain in the butt, but it's the way it is. It's typical South Africa. I do have a little kitchenette. So I have a little convection oven with a grill on top, a microwave oven, standard things like a hot pot for making instant coffee, a toaster, and my friend Gigi actually brought me a press pot and some real coffee, so I actually have the ability to make some real coffee. This door actually leads to another apartment in the guest house. That's a Nedbank or Gatehouse Lodge number 1. And then over here I have a nice sink. I have to keep my dishes up and keep everything clean. This accommodation actually includes breakfast, so they have provided some breakfast foods like bread, eggs, some cheese and juice and butter, yogurt, all the standard fixings for breakfast, including my favorite, absolute favorite meal in the morning is good muesli. This is excellent stuff. They have some bran flakes or some, I can't remember what those are called. They're like, not quite like shredded wheat, they're a biscuit type thing that you break up, and it's very healthy, whole grain food. So this is the kitchen. Not too bad. It's very cold. Everything is hard tile and it's just freezing. So inside the room itself, you come down this little set of steps, and you have to watch your step because it's hard to see. And then there's this little breakfast nook. It used to have a dining room table. The last time I stayed here, it had a little table and chairs, so they actually made it more like a sitting room. My friend Gigi gave me a nice, beautiful bowl of fruit with my absolute favorite citrus of the planet, this little thing called Narky. It looks pretty ugly, but it's got a really loose skin. It's kind of like a tart tangerine, orange hybrid. It's got seeds in it. But when you peel this thing, the rind just comes away very cleanly, and it's wonderful, juicy fruit. So that's my favorite South African fruit. And then inside here is the, I guess the sleeping area. And my friend Carol, the housekeeper, who I've known since I started coming in 1996, left me this beautiful vase of calla lilies. They call them arum lilies here, with a nice note welcoming me to Cape Town. And then my friend Gigi, again, left me a bottle of sedatives, a nice bottle of Pinotage red wine, typical of South Africa. So she said if I have difficulty falling asleep, I should drink the bottle. I haven't yet, but I might get to it this weekend if I can't get adjusted to the time zone. The room also has an internet connection, but I've not been able to make it work very well. So I'm trying to get my internet connection so I can at least check email. It seems like the Kirstenbosch IT network has banned Facebook, so I can't actually get into Facebook. I can access my blog, so I'll probably try to do some blogging, but I can't access YouTube, so I guess I'm going to have to work on my video blog and post it from an internet cafe. There is a TV in the room which will never come on because I don't watch television, not even South African television. And then there's a storage closet, no dresser to speak of. There's just some shelving, which is actually not too bad. I've got all my gear stored, all my camera gear on the bottom, my camera gear and some field gear on the second shelf, all my field supplies on the third shelf, and then clothes and some field guides and maps and stuff on the top shelf. So that's one closet. And then the other closet is just for hanging things. So I've got all my warm tops and my coats and my raincoats and hiking boots and my trekking poles and all that kind of stuff, dirty clothes, etc. in that closet. And then the last little bit for the guest house apartment is this bathroom, typical South African bathroom, toilet. The shower actually has improved quite a bit since the last time I was here. They replaced the tiling in the floor and actually made it so that the geysers work. So I'm not burned out or frozen out in alternate time slots. And then a typical South African bathtub with a shower that you can do a hand shower. Very nice deep tub, and it's really perfect for soaking in after a long day in the field. So after I start my field work and get all filthy and stuff, I'll probably take advantage of that for a long soak. Let's see. Here's a typical South African sink, a hot water geyser and a cold water geyser. So if you want to have intermediate temperatures, you actually have to fill the sink and just mix it yourself. And it's not too bad. You get used to it after a while. So that's my apartment. And I'll be here for the month of, or middle of September to the middle of October. Makes it very comfortable, and it's in just a gorgeous setting. And I'll try to film my backyard before I leave for the herbarium today. Oh, that sound, I have to come watch this. This is one of the workers from the garden. He's actually washing the outside of the apartment. So he's taking a hose and he's washing everything, including the windows, and he scared the bejesus out of me. I was sitting in the dining room when he started spraying water on the door and on the walls, and then he's gone around the apartment to actually clean the place. They're all very friendly. I just think it's amazing that that's the way they take care of their outside. Okay, this is the car I've rented for the month. It's a Kia. Of course, the important thing to know about these cars is that the steering wheel is on the wrong side of the car for Americans, and it's a manual transmission, so I'm shifting with my left hand. It's kind of fun. Try to remember all that stuff. This is the Gatehouse Lodge itself. It has a nice little location here. That's Gatehouse number 1. The front apartment has 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, and it's a very nice little apartment, but you can't have it if you're here for more than a week because it's too high demand. So they put me in Nedbank 2, which is back through this little doorway. There's a doorknob on this side of the door, but there's no doorknob on the other side of the door. Good morning. So that's the outside of Gatehouse number 2. And this is typical South African scene. Staff members take care of the outside. Chloe Maya. And here's my backyard. This is the amazing view of the backside of Table Mountain right from my guest apartment. Let's see if I can show you a little bit of the street. The reason this is called the Gatehouse Lodge is because it's right there at the front gate of Kirstenbosch. And that is Fernwood buttress over there. That's window buttress to the left. And that is Castle Rock. And on the other side of Castle Rock is Skeleton Gorge. And I'll film more of that when I'm up in the garden itself, but that's my backyard. Very nice place to be. So this morning I need to go and do some errands, got to change some money, got to go to the IT department, got to go up to the herbarium. A lot of work to do.